Let's go for stench armor now. This catalogue of the worst smelling flowers on this earth is considered the most nauseating book ever written, even before you get to the cannibalism chapters. There's plenty left to sniff in this book, if you've got the nose for it. Sure, let's do it. In hot July, fruit flies in a group of hundreds descend into the right belly of the largest Venus flytrap they can find and commence in making frantic love. Truly one of the vilest orgies I have ever sniffed. Skill upgraded. There's plenty left to sniff in this book. You've got the nose for, if you've got the nose for it, sure. The rest of this book concerns the running aground of the HMS Cannibalism in Arctic ice and the descent of the crew into, you guessed it, Fortunately or not, your humble botanist made an exhaustive effort to catalog all the associated smells. Upgraded, and we can still do more. I'll do it once more. The rest of the book, okay. So I can just continue to upgrade it. Okay, good to know, good to know. Fondue deluge, okay. You've already forgotten more than most people will ever know about kitchen cleanliness, but if you read this book again, you're pretty sure you can forget the rest. Okay, let's upgrade it. Additional one. There we go. You read the book again and forget everything you ever knew about kitchen cleanliness, including where you left the book you just read. Voila. Jesus, I have smelled. Sure. You've read most of this book already. There's an epilogue, but due to a misprint, it's in a really small typeface. You could read it, but it's gonna take some effort. If you do, a case of Fustulento will deal 2 additional stench damage. Let's squint at it. You read the epilogue and you're glad you did. It describes even stinkier cheeses than the main book. It's been upgraded. You wrinkle your nose so hard at the thought of them that your nose knocks the book into a nearby sewer grate. Very stinky. Okay, short story of long winters, more hot armor. Yes, we've read that. Let's keep reading. A tragic tale of an explorer who starves to death because it's too cold to build a fire. The narrator concludes by saying they would never have gone exploring somewhere like that. Skill upgraded, and now we're basically out of XP again. Okay, that's good. Some doll parts. Let's see what's inside. Just a bunch of creepy glass eyes. Sounds horrible. More doll parts. An entire crate full of horrible little mouths. 8 pages. That's okay. 8 pages. A page of someone's diary is pasted on the wall here. Must correct Velma's mechanism so she'll squeeze the toothpaste from the end of the tube instead of the middle. I'm losing a fortune in wasted paste. Huh. Can we turn? No. No, don't go in here yet. I wanted to go to the radio. The tiny radio produces a tinny sound. Okay. Brush for 3 minutes. Let's look into the mirror. Okay, that's nothing of note. As long as you don't stand with your back to that doll, this seems safe to fish in. Okay, let's turn with our face to the doll. Let's fish. 3 minutes for your teeth to be truly clean. Handful of dirty water. This water is nasty and you wish it wasn't just sloshing around loose in your inventory. 5 sleaze damage. Let's continue. What do we get this time? We get a handful of clean water. Very nice. Also some meat. Now let's fish again. And this time we get a glob of wet hair. After a brief struggle, you reel something in. You got a glob of wet hair. This is a combat item. Reduces an enemy's muscle mysticality and moxie by 5. This would be disgusting if it was. This would be disgusting even if it wasn't wet. Okay. Seems fairly decent. If only I used combat items more. A page from a diary is stapled to the wall. Something's defective with Ruth. She's doing twice as much of everything as she ought to be. I must have gotten her gear ratios wrong. Huh. A toilet, let's flush it. 65 XP. One of those newfangled plastic-handled toilet brushes you've read about in all the papers. Let's take it. The newfangled toilet brush deals your muscle plus 5 stench damage and causes 3 poison. That's actually pretty decent. Except if you're up against something that resists that. This one doesn't mention a number, a specific one. I was wondering because maybe the dolls are saying numbers, right? This one's saying 9, this one's saying 8, the one in there is saying 3. I was thinking that maybe there's some something we can cross-reference for that number combination or something. 4 eggs, something. Doll parts. Oh! Hungry, how about 4 eggs? Let's see what's inside. Doll legs, just left ones. They must not be for dancing dolls. Oh hey, nestled among them is that spring Gwendolyn wanted, a counterclockwise mainspring. Okay. Let's see if the cupboard is bare. A box of wafered corn. It is bare of everything except cereal. The name and composition of this breakfast cereal are chosen specifically to avoid infringing Kellogg's trademarks in an effort to avoid litigious hauntings. Because Kellogg was a ghost in West of Loathing. Increases your maximum HP by 9 and maximum AP by 1 until you eat something else. That's actually pretty good. Let's see if the modern fridge also contains modern things. Fruity ice pops. The fridge is empty, but the freezer is full of fruity ice pops. A delightful frozen treat shipped here all the way from Frisco. Increases your hot armor by 6 until you eat something else. What does this say? I'm stuck in a rut. Every day is the same routine. Eat breakfast, get dressed, brush my teeth, exercise, work on my novel, go to bed, over and over. Always the same. I thought the dolls would help, but they've only made things worse. I feel like I might go crazy. In fact, that sounds like a pretty good idea. I think I'll start right now. Huh. We could warm our hands on the stove. Warm hands plus 3 cold armor. A talking doll is throwing eggs at you from atop the cabinets. There's one drawer you can reach without having to get too close to the doll. Let's do it. A fuse and a comfy head lining. That's very good. Nothing on the table there. Always get 8 hours of sleep. No more, no less. See if there's anything good in the box of toys. A box of toys for other toys. Okay. Doll-sized chemistry set. This chemistry set is so small that its pipettes are more like pipettes. Man, could my friends just stop for a second? They should stop posting in the group chat for one moment. 1 second, I'm quickly gonna mute the group. I'm sorry about that one. Let's mute for an hour. Alright, that should be better. I don't know if you hear it on the recording, but it's been pinging. A crate of doll parts. Let's see what's inside. Oh my god, why do dolls even need hearts? This is just pointlessly creepy. Anything in here? A rubber plant. One of the dolls must be allergic to real rubber plants. Okay. You only need 2 socks. 2 socks. A leaf from a diary is nestled among dirty laundry. Let's read it. I don't feel well. I think Gladys put something in my coffee. Not just eggs like she always does, accidentally. I believe this was purposeful. Perhaps I shouldn't have based their mechanisms on that strange old doll I found. Grace, I wonder where she went. Wait, is that the doll from... I mean, it probably is the doll from West of Loathing, right? There was a creepy doll that just ran away and I think killed a bunch of squirrels. Addresser, let's address it. Hello, addresser. Yes. Doll parts. Just doll arms. Dozens of little awful arms. All pants. The shirts must be in a different closet. Okay. So, there's a sunflower here, but we can't do anything with it. Okay. Now, here, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locks. 6 locks. And I assume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yes. And they're all saying numbers and we have to get them in the right order. Now, there's only one thing here. Okay, are you referring to anything? There's a page of what appears to be diary tagged on the tree. Dorothy keeps giving me socks with holes in them. She can't possibly be trying to humiliate me deliberately, but it's far too consistent to be random chance. The socks one is talking about 2. Let's go inside. You are talking about Velma's mechanisms. She squeezes toothpaste. So 3, brush for 3 minutes. Let's put that in there real quick. Like this. Let's go inside. Now what's the right order here? Let's read that. Wait. I think that's a chain. That's a chain of sorts, I suppose. Right? That's the first one. It refers us to Dorothy, who keeps giving me socks with holes in them. Okay, so that's the 2. I might be completely barking up the wrong tree, but now let's go to Dorothy, who is talking about socks. So that's the 2, and let's read the diary now. So that's talking about the eggs one. The eggs one is talking about 4 eggs. 4 eggs. Okay, so actually the second one I'll mark down as 4. I think that seems reasonable. Now let's walk to the eggs doll, which should be in this room, right? And there's this one. Yes. I'm stuck in a rut. Every day is the same routine. Eat breakfast, get dressed. Dolls with... Huh. I might have been barking up the wrong tree. Because this doesn't refer to a specific doll. Yeah, this doesn't refer to a specific 8 pages a day. Is that about the going mad? Oh, exercise. Oh, that's the order. Now we have the order. Eat, get dressed, brush teeth, exercise, work on novel, go to bed. Okay. Quickly getting something to write things down, so I don't have to run back and forth all over again. Where do we have a pen to write with? There we go. That should work. So eat, dress, brush, exercise, write, and then sleep. Alright, so that's the order we're going in. Okay, so eat, we know that's 4 eggs. Dress is 2 socks. I think brushing teeth was 3 minutes. Brush for 3 minutes, yes. Sorry, I think I knocked on the mic. My bad. Then exercise, that's you, 9 reps. Get in shape, yes. Then write, that's 8 pages a day. Yes. And then sleep. Bedroom. No, that's the bathroom. That's the kitchen. That's the bedroom. 8 hours of sleep. So according to that, our combination is 423988. Alrighty then, let's give it a shot. Maybe that works. That's 4, 2, 3, 9, 8, 8. Nothing happens? Really? That's strange. I was sure that that would be the case, but apparently not. What else could it be though? Weird. 8 hours, no more, no less. Only 2 socks at a time. 9 reps. 8 pages. Brush 3 minutes. 4x. Huh. What could it be instead? Loose page from a diary. Edith's violin is too loud for me to relax at night, but if I take it away, she screeches horribly. I wonder if I can find her a smaller one. Yeah, that's the doll is playing the violin in a way that makes sleep unimaginable. Okay. Abigail loosened the pins on my barbell. I nearly dropped it on my head. She's definitely trying to kill me. I think they all are. Hellstorm can have the house and main property. I'm going into hiding. First, I'm going to tack these pages all over my house to make it clear that I'm insane. And then I'm going to live in my bomb shelter. Scratch that. It's a doll shelter now. Okay. Not just put something in my coffee, not just eggs. Okay. Wait. If you're quick, you can probably grab those socks without getting eaten by that creepy doll. Let's do it. Fancy dress socks. This pair of socks is nicer than everything else you own combined. It's an accessory, 1 moxie, 13 meat, okay. We can't do anything with this doll. Can we do anything with you? No. That's just looking in the mirror. That's reading it. Something is defective in Ruth. She's doing twice as much of... Ruth is doing twice as much of everything as she ought to be. Okay, yeah. So who's Ruth again? Who's Ruth? Velma's mechanism. Okay, that's just the wasted paste. Every day the same routine. Okay, which doll is Ruth though? Should be one with an even number, right? Edith's violin. Okay, violin is Edith. Let's read that. Abigail is the one working out. Okay. Ruth. Gladys put something in the coffee, not just eggs. So eggs is the kitchen one. What's that? Velma's mechanism. Right. No, that's just the same thing. Ruth is doing twice as much of everything as she ought to be. Okay. So we know it's not the exercise. We know it's not the violin, which is the sleep one. Maybe it was you? Are you Ruth? The barbells one isn't the one. Wait, maybe the one on the outside says something. Dorothy keeps giving me socks with holes in them, so it's not the dress one. It's also not the eggs one, right? So it could either be... No, it's not. And it's not the brush one either, right? It says the name of the brush one here. Velma is the brushing one, so it should be the writing one, which makes sense, so that would be 4. So let's so let's use that instead. Let's adapt the code outside. There you go. You hear a click from inside the massive steel door. Looks like you got it. I mean, sounds like you got it. Let's head inside. Ah, there he is. Anything? A pile of unlabeled sealed crates. Stay back. How did you get in here? Did the dolls send you? No, calm down. The dolls didn't send me. Yeah. Then who are you? What do you want? My name's Jay. You must be Gilmore. Gwendolyn sent me over to see if you had a counterclockwise mainspring he could use. I already found it, but I thought maybe I should check on you in here. You've been in the house? You've seen the dolls? Ah! Look, they're a little creepy, I guess, but they're not that bad. They're just dolls. They're trying to kill me. Yeah, I saw your diary pages, but honestly, I think you're overreacting. Diary? Oh, you mean my novel? Novel? Yes, I've been writing an epistolary novel in diary form about a toy maker who goes crazy because he thinks his dolls are trying to kill him. Huh, and he nails the pages of his diary around the house and hides in a bomb shelter in his yard? Right, exactly. Okay, so you aren't actually scared of the dolls, you're just acting it out? Like method writing? No, the dolls are trying to kill me, just like in the novel. I'm not a psychologist, but I think I've heard enough. I'm not a psychologist, but I think you might be suffering from extreme confusion. You aren't the guy in the novel, you're the guy writing the novel. That's 2 different guys. The dolls aren't trying to kill you. Are you sure? You just freaked yourself out by writing a scary book with circumstances similar to your own. That's all. Maybe you're right. Okay, I'll come out just as soon as I finish the last chapter. Alright, good luck. Can we read it? The last diary entry is unfinished, but seems to be about the protagonist huddling in his bomb shelter and waiting for the dolls to come get him. Grim. Several pairs of Gilmore's undergarments are strewn about on his bed. You were caught unawares by his cot underwears. Okay. What's new on our character sheet? Oh, Nightmare Alloy. Right. Sure. Alrighty then. I'm gonna be right back. I just gotta rush to the toilet real quick. And that's the pen that fell down. Okay, I'll be right back. See you in a minute. And I'm back. Alright, so let's see. Now, after we've done that, we could go to the Drexelstead, or we could go to the old ham mill, or the Mill and Cuddy farm. Where should we go first? Let's go to the Drexelstead. Oh, that looks very ominous and also really cool. Let's see what's inside the mailbox. There's nothing in there but some additional rust. Wonderful. Nothing in the trees. Let's reach inside. Shadow Bomb. I was hoping for more Shadow Salad because that was really good for my attack. This car hasn't been driven anywhere in a long time, maybe even longer than that. Let's see what's inside. Whatever's in there is behind a locked car door. Wire code hanger. Let's jimmy the lock. A jewelry case. You manage to unlock the door, destroying the hanger in the process. The car is mostly full of old receipts, but there's a jewelry box and a glove compartment. Let's open it up. Amethyst armband. You dump out the jewelry box contents, which are so exciting that you forgot to keep the box itself. This bejeweled armband improves blood flow by periodically squeezing your bicep. You get used to it after a while. Okay, 9 to maximum HP, it's decent. A jagged ring. When you apply bleeding, apply 2 extra. Luckily it's only sharp on the outside. Yeah, that is lucky. But I don't really have anything to apply bleeding. If I get something like that, I will keep it in mind, of course. Now, what the hell is going on with that house? This is a vaguely house-shaped thing that is very hard to look at. Yeah? You sure about that? Stop looking at this house by leaving? No. An impenetrable seeming wall of corn. Try to push through it. More ominous corn. What the... This maze is too thorny and weird for you to push through. Okay. Sure looks like it, yeah. What's happening here? There's something in Let's fish in his food. Do we fish up like a nice stew or something? You've caught something, a single kernel of corn. It's small, but it's piping hot. Increases your cold armor by 1 until you eat something else. And 2 meat, let's continue fishing. What do we have here? Another single kernel of corn and 3 meat. And let's get out the last kernel of corn, I assume. No, I can continue. Is this an infinite source of kernels of corn? That's fine, okay. This hobo is humming cheerfully while roasting some corn. Let's talk to him.